Hey everybody, I always really appreciate our police department in Mount Juliet. And today we've got our Officer of the Month, Detective Josh Lowe. I'm Eddie Poole with Keller Williams Realty. Josh, man, I really appreciate you being here with us. Appreciate all you do for our community.
Thank you for having me.
Well, very cool. How long have you been an officer? I understand you started with actually the Parks Department and then became a dispatcher and then...
So I started in parks. First when I started with the city, it was part-time. I was between parks, part-time, and then I was volunteering doing an auxiliary program with the PD and dispatch for a short amount of time before I went full-time with the parks. I started back in February, I think it was 2013. It was right after the first tornado that hit on the north side of town. Been with the city ever since, and in 2016, October 2016 is when I made my move over to the police department.
Very cool, very cool. So what's the difference in being an officer when you first started and now you're a detective?
So the difference is between being patrol versus investigations is my main focus is working and solving crimes. Versus on patrol, we did the same thing, but we had a vast majority of things to do on patrol as far as traffic enforcement, answering calls for service, taking reports, vice versa. Where in investigations, I have more time and dedication and resources to work on individual crimes, at a time, individual reports at a time.
Very cool. And from what I understand, you were actually chosen because you've solved several crimes lately.
I have assisted in solving crimes with my division. It's more of a team effort. Some of those cases were assigned to me, so I'm the primary investigator on those, but it's really more team effort with my division. Very
cool. And what helps you solve, I mean, what's maybe, is there anything that kind of is the main thing that kind of helps you guys?
There are vast different types of resources that we have access to, law enforcement resources that we've got. It's just working together, getting to know the community, talking to people, going out looking for videos from different businesses, homes that have cameras, stuff like that. That really helps us working with the community and knocking on doors, talking to people, see if they know anything or seen anything. Helps us develop leads. Some of the resources that we use, one of them that you see a lot on our Facebook is Guardian Shield, our license plate reader system. That has been a big help in working some of our crimes and crime trends.
Very cool. And you talk about the community, Josh. One thing that I really appreciate about you, because I've seen you in action, I've seen you spending money out of your own pocket, buying little cars and designing them as police cruisers from Mount Juliet and giving them to kids. And I just see the kids light up and they just really appreciate it. And so you're just a really blessing to our community, and I appreciate that. What do you like most about working as a police officer in Mount Juliet?
What I love most about just working in law enforcement in general is getting to be able to help people. People are wrong, things happen to them, and they become, a victim. And it's a great thing to be able to be that person that can go out there and help them, bring them some sort of justice. Especially when you solve the cases and you find there's stolen property or whatever it may be that has happened to them, and you're able to get them some justice. It's a great thing to do.
Josh, one thing that we've talked about in the past is your dad was a police officer.
He was.
I'm sure he's proud of you right now, and you're kind of carrying on his legacy. What does carrying on your dad's legacy mean to you?
It means a lot to me to be able to follow in his footsteps and do what he did. Growing up, I got to see him as a police officer and then become a detective himself over at Gallatin. It was a great thing to see that, especially when we would go out and run into people that knew him, would thank him, and the community loved him out there. Even when he passed away, I continue to run into people that tell me stories about him, of how he helped them that I didn't know about, and it's just a great thing to hear.
Yeah.
And that's what I want as well, is to be remembered that way.
Yeah, and I'm sure that your dad knows about that and he's proud of you. Josh, man, I really appreciate you hanging out with us. Appreciate all you do for our community. As a small thanks, we've got a couple of our local friends that want to say thanks. Big Bad Wolf is giving you some coupon for dinner, and also Chick-fil-A is wanting to say their thanks for what you do. And we've got a couple of other goodies in there for you, so we just appreciate everything.
Thank you, I really appreciate it.
Absolutely. Hey, thank you for watching. We really appreciate you watching. We hope that you'll give us a share, give us a like, share us on YouTube or Facebook or wherever you are. I'm Eddie Poole with Keller Williams Realty, and I love to lead people home, so call me.